Hello Virgos, and welcome to your February reading. So after the general, I'm gonna do a little love bonus with the Lenormand cards. So let's start with the general. I meditated on your energies and I laid down the first layer of cards like I do, and what Spirit wants to talk to you about this month. The first two cards here I have is the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Now these two cards together can mean two things. Either you know what you want, you're going for something that you desire, this is what I want to manifest, this is what I want to create, and I'm gonna have to be very strategic about it. Because the Seven of Swords, it's that mental activity, let's say. This guy went in the night to steal the weapons of the opponents, so the next day when they came to fight, they had no weapons to fight with. So that is it. There's two ways about that. You can be the opponent and all of a sudden somebody has completely disempowered you and you're left powerless in front of the events. And on the other side, you're the one that knows what's coming and you're preparing in advance not to be caught without any solutions. So you're mastering that, or one or the other. But with the Queen of Wands, that can be a question of, I know something is coming and I have to do something about it, so I'm going to be smart and strategize in order to manifest what I want. The card after that is the Hangman. So during the month of February there might be a pause time, and during that time it's like if the universe wants you to revise your strategy, to get an enlightenment from another point of view. Maybe there's an aspect you haven't looked at. And then I have these three major arcanas that came out. A lot of major arcanas for you, Virgo. I have Temperance. So we're talking divine timing. Things had to brew to be ready. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Things had to brew to be ready so the wheel can turn. The wheel of events in your life. And the Star, where your wish arrives, where what is meant to you, for you, arrives, where this kind of completion, of peace of mind, and everything is all right in the world kind of feeling. So it's kind of, you strategize, but there's a pause time being happening here. Maybe there's other moves or other things you need to do that you haven't thought about in your first strategy here. And when the timing will be ready, there it's going to manifest itself. So under our Queen of Wands, so even if you are Virgo, it is you, it's your feminine that allows to manifest what she wants. Okay, under that I have the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups. So that's, you know, the double meaning of the Seven of Swords that I was explaining to you could be happening to you at the same time. Both of these things, in a sense of out of necessity, you're deciding to do the best of it, because this is looking at what we have to grieve what fell here on the ground. Okay, but then we take these three cups that are no longer on the ground and we elevate them. And when we say elevating our cups, this is celebrating life. There's two ways of looking at life. I look down at everything that was spilled and lost and finished, or I take what exists, those three cups, and I elevate them in gratitude, in happiness, in the joy of life. These are the three graces. under our Hangman, I have you, Virgo. This is the Hermit. So following your inner light and guidance, doing the wise thing, doing what you feel is right. After that, after here where we had like our Temperance, Wheel of Fortune, and the Star, there I have Judgment and the King of Wands. So here is our Queen of Wands that knows what she wants and wants to attract it. King of Wands will actually go and manifest it, go and do it. With Judgment, that tells me that there's a news, there's something that is going to come at the end of the month that's going to give you the capacity to go and manifest, physically do the moves that you planned here in the beginning. And here, that process of choosing how to look at this situation, you're going to go through it through the Seven of Pentacles by assessing what you want to grow. Here I'm in my garden and I'm gardening, doing my daily thing. What do I want my future to look like? What am I planting? Am I planting future misery, or am I planting future celebration? So here is, during the month, this is going to be within you. You're probably, I wouldn't be surprised there's a choice going to come in the clarification at one point here, because here we really have like, I want to manifest something and I have to be smart about it. I have to strategize. There's a pause time for me to look at that and find my truth of how I'm going to do that. And then it's going to come to me. So here, through that assessing and looking inside, I have the Six of Pentacles, I have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. So this is like, I know I have to move from the situation I am in here now, but I don't know how, I don't know where. But here I have the Six of Pentacles, and this is giving and receiving. This is a rebalancing of the conditions. So this, I think, is what the Hangman is going to bring. This kind of rebalancing of the conditions. Giving you a way to manifest what you want. That is going to be balanced. It will not be left out in the cold. It will not be nothing happening. Six of Pentacles. For what I will give, I will receive equally. And here, under that King of Wands now that has the enlightenment, because it is ready and it is going to be aligned with himself, I have the Three of Pentacles. And this is when we can start building, and we have the people around us, the resources, the knowledge, and all of that to start building what you wanted and desired at the beginning of the month. So yeah, you're gonna get a news. Like if it's work, this is like, oh my God, this where I am now, whether it is because I'm at an awful job, or I don't have a job, or I lost a job, and what I want, I have to be smart about it. I have to strategize. I have to start sending my resumes before giving my boss my 2-week notice. This is being smart about a move, so that, you know, before telling them that, you know, I think they are crooked and I don't want to work there anymore. you plan your fall. So that's being Seven of Swords about it. And if this happened to you, if all of a sudden you lost your job out of nowhere, oh my God, you know, Five of Cups, then by assessing it and seeing it more as an opportunity for you, and this is what the month is going to bring you, that knowledge that what I have to leave behind and that I don't know where to go next is going to be, it is balance, and it is to bring me somewhere new where I will be recognized and I will be able to build something stronger. So there's a switch of conditions, and in that switch you are asked to be smart and to during the month really reassess what is your own truth and what you want to build, so that that process of doing this will actually bring the things to fruition and give you the opportunity to actually do it. Like bring the phone call of that much better company or that project that you wanted to start or whatever. Now things will be ready and aligned. There's a divine alignment here for the manifestation of something happening at the end of the month. Bottom of the deck, I have the King of Swords. So this is being strategic. He's the strategic man. So being strategic, that's going to be... well, let's clarify first. Virgo's spirit. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. I call upon my guides. Help me clarify this reading for Virgos. Help me clarify this reading for Virgos. For the month of February. Okay. So what is that Queen of Wands and Seven of Swords for Virgo spirit? Ah, okay. Seven of Swords. So, when they repeat like that, and yeah. Leave. Don't get caught with your pants down. Point out what is no longer doable or doesn't feed you anymore, doesn't fulfill you anymore. Point it out and start strategizing for what you truly desire. That's what it means. Look at the Hangman spirit. Just not to be caught like, oh my God, I didn't expect that. Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to be left out in the cold. I didn't expect that the company would close. But right now, if you look at it, and what do you truly desire? Spend your life there? Then start planning for what you truly desire. Because here, and they want you to look at it from another angle, because this is not a punishment. It is something that when you actually look at it, you know that that is finished. That there's nothing to be salvaged from the situation right now. If it's a relationship, you know that there's nothing to be salvaged from that relationship. If we're talking about love here, we're talking about being with somebody that plays behind your back, and maybe a three-party situation. I don't like to talk about these things, but that's the kind of thing. And you see it, and there's nothing to be salvaged from that. There's nothing true and real in there. So, you know, do you want to be left out in the cold? That's what's coming towards you if you don't strategize yourself and be smart about it. If it's a job, you see the drift of the energies. It's looking at the situation. It's like if your house is near a lake and you know that this spring there's going to be a flood, well, don't stay there. Leave right away, not to lose all of your belongings. It's that kind of thing. Be smart about it. Hang a hermit. And you're going to know that. Your Queen of Wands, your inner Queen of Wands is going to know. Here, you have to leave. It's like if you have to leave. You hermit, you Virgo, That when you go inside, you know exactly your inner master is inside you. You have that easy capacity to know your truth, your inner truth of what has to be done. There you go. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. That's strength. From your higher self, you're going to take that decision. Oh, I forgot to look here. I went down right away. But there's always a reason. So here, something was brewing, was being brewed and prepared and all of that. It's the conditions of your life changing. Being after that more aligned with who you are, star. And this is also Aquarius season. We are in this season. So show me the Temperance. What was being brewed? Okay, I'll take the top one. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. And this is what you've worked on. Can be a life work. What you've worked on, put energies in, and that gave you results. What you're good at, your craft and all of that. So for a lot of you, we're talking about work here. The Wheel of Fortune and the Star. It can be also that my life experience knows where now I need to put and invest my energy. If you wanted to start your own business also. So here we go. We have the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups. So Knight of Cups, Three of Cups. Here we have the Three of Cups of here. The Wheel of Fortune will move, will align you with what is designed for you, giving you your wish when you will move towards what your heart desires. This is, and you have to be smart about it. Talk to me about the Three of Cups here and the Five of Cups. What is this? What is this? For Virgos. Three of Cups, Five of Cups, Spirit. Empress. What do you want to manifest? What do you allow? If you are in your higher self here, because she is in her higher self, she's wearing the white dress, connected to the whole zodiac and inspired and in charge of what she allows. What do you allow? She's abundant and act towards when you are in your higher self, like the white dress like she is, you know? When you are in your higher self like that and all inspired and connected, you know what you have to do. You know what you deserve. And it's not to be left out in the snow outside with nothing. Let's look at the Judgment here. Judgment, Spirit. Judgment. And Judgment is, it can be a news, it can be inner understanding all of a sudden, but it's when we rise from our past condition into a new state of being. And here I have the 9 of Pentacles, and I have the 7 of Cups. This is grounding. The judgment will be about grounding. See, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Grounding something, like a solid financial opportunity that was maybe projected, a plan in the air, a fantasy, or it would be great if this would be happening, but this is grounding it. And by grounding it here, the judgment will ground it, and your King of Wands will actually go and get it. It says you have the means now to do and go for what you fantasize, if you know exactly what you want. Because it is very, see, I stop on judgment again. Judgment will bring you where you are vibrating. If you are vibrating, your Queen of Wands is a victim. Okay, I'm not saying that you're a victim, but if some of you are vibrating in the vibration of the world is screwing me all the time, I am crying on my losses, and this is my vibration, what the judgment will bring to you will be more of that. This is and that's why the Empress is here, because she's the master creator. And with the Queen of Wands, this is manifestation itself. And that's why 3 of Cups or 5 of Cups. Choose. Choose what you want to manifest. This will be your judgment. And be smart about it. Use the 7 of Swords as a strategist and not as a disempowering, manifesting tool. That, and then what would be coming towards you? 5 of Pentacles, you know. But for a lot of you, the ones that master this side, that are truly in their hermit, as they can see their light and their strength inside of them, it's a completely different story. 7 of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles for Virgos. Yes, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, which is would bring it to an 8 of Pentacles here. Working on, continue to work on and invest. Where do I want to invest here? That is going to push the Wheel of Fortune in where I will bring my attention, my senses, and which seed am I planting? A seed of defeat or a seed of strategy for what I want to manifest? From which bag of seeds do I plant? From this bag of seed or from this bag of seed? Because you will have the power to choose this month, Virgo. So here we have our 8 of Cups, our 8 of Swords, and our 6 of Pentacles. Spirit, what is this? Yeah. So a real need to align yourself and to transform. To let a situation die so you can move forward in a balanced, successful way. And that's why the 8 of Cups is there. There's a situation you need to leave behind that is not serving you anymore. So as long as you stay in there and you cry about it, you are not transforming it and smart about it and strategizing in order to go and manifest what is actually meant for you, what is in your stars for you, which is a brand new thing. Three of Pentacles. And the, whoa, well, this one, Two of, yes, it is your choice. What are you going to build? And here is our judgment again. What am I going to build? The world is open to me. The judgment here. You're changing your conditions this month, Virgo. There's a transfer happening, and it will happen as slow or as fast as you allow these changes within yourself, and look at this situation from the angle of an opportunity to use what is no longer happening here, but to use this situation to improve your conditions, to attract and transform and move towards something amazing, or you know, suffer through it. It is going to be your choice. Yeah, because here I see a movement. I see a change of condition. Because yes, for you, for some of you it's love, for some of you it's a job, it's a house, it's all sorts of things. There's a change from one situation to another, and that a process, I think you are going to be very smart about it. Strategizing, if I can write it down, is going to be to manifest a new outcome. Yeah. All right, so now let's look at love for you, my Virgos. First card in the Lenormand, I pulled out 3 cards. So I have the birds. So the birds, it's all that chit-chat, talking to somebody, exchanging. You can see the 2 birds. It's all that fast, active interaction with people. It can be, it's communication per se, communicating with somebody. And then I have the anchor here. Now, anchor, we're talking about communication that solidifies something, that anchors down something. This is you know, it prevents boats from drifting away there. It is a solidifying card. So your speech, your exchanges, your communications are going to solidify something this month, Virgo. I ask about love, but I mean, yes, I asked about love. So, and then after, I have the contract. I mean, this would be like social chatting, then it is solidified, and then you get married at the end of the month. But it's too crazy. Well, maybe for some of you it's that very fast thing, but let's say the movement from we're exchanging, and the more we exchange, the more we solidify a relationship with somebody, and that will lead to a union, to a contract, to something that is yes, we are officializing something. So this is the process. And I have the sun here, so it's all in that happy, nothing hidden, everything is clear kind of process. And if we bring this to this reading, here the whole strategizing thing could be here your social connections, how you speak what you want. Is your story a story of victimhood or a story of opportunity and strategizing, and this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for, and I am going that way, solidifying this until you've got something concrete at the end you can choose and build from. You see, it's kind of the same thing, but in love there would be the solidifying of maybe somebody you've already met that you've been exchanging with or whatever, but this is kind of moving to the next level in February, officializing a relationship in a sense for you Virgos. So congratulations for the ones of you that will receive a demand in marriage maybe, or to move in together or whatever that makes it official for you. All right, on this I'm gonna thank you for all of your comments and your likes and shares. Sharing the videos with the people around you really helps to grow the channel. Subscribe. If you want a personal reading for just for you, the description below will give you the address to write to me. And for the ones of you that gave donations, thank you so much. It helps more than you think. And every month I do a special ceremony on the new moon and the full moon to give you back. And on this I'm gonna wish you a beautiful month of February. Happy Valentine's Day, Virgos, and I'll see you next month. Bye bye.